this episode of Playlog, we're finishing our indie gaming alphabet, going from N to Z. Hey guys, CGDannyB back again with another episode of Playlog, the podcast where we talk all things indie gaming, but of course, can't talk indie games alone because that would be super boring. So, I've got my partner in crime, the Play Nice Kid themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
Oh, I'm happy to be talking about games that I know stuff about instead of Marvel Rivals.
That's listed, that pre-show, let me tell you. Crazy time. I mean, listen, new season starts on Friday. You trying to hop in? What's up?
No.
What do you mean?
It's a hero shooter. I'm not playing with randoms.
You don't have to. Listen, I'm sure I'll be able to let you into the Rivals channel. You come play with us. Granted, we have a 6-stack most of the time. Yeah. But we'll make it work. We'll get in there. Run the ropes.
Yeah, but you play like at what time of day? Am I even awake at that hour of the day?
What time is it for you right now?
Now it's 8:30.
Okay, so it's 2:30 for us, p.m. So
yeah, so 6 hours difference.
So I think we usually, sometimes we hop on close to 7 p.m. Sometimes it's like 10 p.m. So it's like 6 in the morning. So where you start your day?
Yeah, sure.
Start your day with some Rivals.
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna stick with indie games.
Whatever, I guess. Weird. Couldn't be me, but what is poppin', guys? As a quick reminder, we are doing these streams live for the month of September, doing some live episodes of Playlog Podcast. Last week was a little quieter because we're like, hey, everyone's back to school. This is a terrible time for this. But you guys have been showing up today, so I appreciate you guys being here, whether you're at work, school, hanging out and capturing this, or in the UK because time zones are crazy. Appreciate you guys being here for the live chat. If you guys want to catch these live and you're enjoying the live shows, let us know and maybe we'll make it a permanent thing, or I would just catch the vibe. See what we're doing with it. But with that, that's a quick reminder that this is Playlog Podcast, our weekly podcast where we talk about indie games, news, reviews, and whatever we choose. If you enjoy what we do here, be sure to show us the support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're on YouTube, or leaving that glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way to help the show. So you can also be a part of the show by writing in, asking us your questions, or recommending your favorite indie games for our bi-monthly book club. Just using the Google form in the description of every episode and have your opinions be heard right here. Now, onto a little bit of housekeeping real quick, and it's a lot of housekeeping, so stick with me for a second. Quick reminder, Aethermancer comes out this month, and I'm working alongside the teams at Moray and Off-Brand Games to take part in the Sirius Invitational launch event. Myself, along with 7 other creators, will be competing in a bingo-based competition to complete challenges within the early access build of Aethermancer. We'll be going for 4 hours, trying to complete the most challenges. The event will be streamed live from all of our participant Twitch channels on Monday, September 15th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real quick before we get the rest of the housekeeping, this is a pretty dope event. They reached out to me a little while ago. Essentially, if you guys don't know, Aethermancer, it's a roguelike Pokemon kind of game. We talked about it during Steam Next Fest. You run around, you do battles. If you have the Pokeball equivalent, you catch the monsters, they join your team, etc. Now, I'm a little imposter syndrome here right now because I'm like, oh, they reach out to me because I play indie games. That makes sense. But like the rest of the people participating in this thing is kind of crazy. Like Pokemon Challenges is there. Like the Pokemon Challenges is participating in this competition. I'm like, well, I'm fucked. I'm fucking Dunzo. I'm fucking Audi 3000. Hold on, I'm trying to find where I've been tagged at in this post. Where's my shit? Where's my fucking shit? Tofr, I can't find this shit.
You're gonna kick asses. You're gonna kick asses. I'm sure.
I'm gonna try. Like we don't have the like bingo list yet because it'd be unfair if we could figure out what to do and check out the demo and we can still check out the demo. I'm sure. I plan to. I'd like to check out the demo again before getting into the full thing. But yeah, I'm not super familiar with most of these other creators. There's Nandre, Stans, P Challenge, which is Pokemon Challenges, Scooty, Shirkoi, I apologize, Ross Bomb Socks, and Liza Shen. Yeah. So we'll all be playing some Aethermancer at the same time, trying to get challenges done. The first place winner gets like 100 Steam keys of Aethermancer. Second place gets 50, third gets 10, etc., etc. So yeah. Damn. If I place, I'll have Steam keys for you guys. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Come hang out on Monday. That'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern. It'll be go for 4 hours, and I'm going to try and get a bingo. So that'll be fun.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, we out here trying. I'll try and I'm gonna repost that, probably make that into a TikTok later or whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, we were on to housekeeping, so let's talk about some TTRPG stuff. Another quick reminder, if you like watching me play make-believe with some of my hot D&D friends, then boy do I have the show for you. Every Thursday night, I'm taking part in Tales of the Valiant, an ongoing series on Crit Chronicles Twitch channel, where I'm playing Viking, a beastkin barbarian who's all about getting the job done. And if you're getting in his way, he's gonna get a little bit ornery about it. You can watch the actual play live on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/CritHitChronicles. Another quick reminder, if you still like watching me play make-believe with a bunch of my hot D&D friends, then boy do I have another show for you. Starting last weekend, Sunday, September 7th, we started our new mini-series of Our Brilliant Ruin. After a rich family inherits an old rundown mansion, it's up to our cast of characters to figure out how to repair it, be that financially supporting the project or getting to work with our hands to shape up this place. I'll be playing Turner Risewell, the owner of his own construction company, who's here to find out what all needs to be repaired and how many men we're going to need to do it. I'm sure that's everything that will happen in this series. Nothing spooky or evil at all. So, if you want to catch this new series with me and my friends rolling dice and laughing and or crying along the way, be sure to tune in starting last Sunday, but this Sunday is the next episode because I didn't change this paragraph at all, and now I'm doing it on improv. On September 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Hack Recklessly Twitch channel. That is HackRecklessly. That'll be this Sunday. We'll do another episode. Then it's a week off. And then the following Sunday, we'll be back because I forget what happens that Sunday. And I thought about doing something in between, but I don't remember. Anyway, I forgot to include my own thing here. Hey, another quick reminder. If you still like watching me play TTRPGs with my hot D&D friends, CGDannyB's this weekend on Saturday. I'm DMing my first campaign, and it's a one-shot. It's going to be cool. There'll be birds and stuff. I like bird people in D&D. The Aarakocra. I didn't prepare this one. It's I'm running it. I'm DMing. The players will be Chris RV2, Dwarven Lion, Hobo Monkey, Phantom Composer, and Nerdstorm 92. Phantom and Nerdstorm have not played D&D before, so this will be their first time doing it. So it's gonna be a great time.
Wow.
Yeah, I've DM'd a few sessions before, but it was like very like in-home mess with it. I threw a lot of homebrew in there to see what would happen, and then just the group fell apart, so I didn't really get to it. So fingers crossed this goes really well. Who knows? I'm nervous, but it's fine. But yeah.
And at what time does it start?
That is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/CGDannyB. You want to be there. I see Nerdstorm chat. I'm hot. You know you are, buddy. You know you are. All of us rolling dice are hot. I learned that this year. TTRPG players, D&D players, we're fucking hot, dude. Let me show you real quick. Oh my god, let's put those away.
Oh, damn.
Woo!
Jesus.
Sorry, audio listeners.
Weapons are illegal on Twitch,
Yes,
damn it.
They are, but I just had to show them off real quick. But yeah, CGD&Ds this weekend. I didn't think to include that. But anyway, one last quick reminder as part of our podcast, we'll be doing our bi-monthly book club. We go back and replay some indie classics or finally get around to some modern indies that we just haven't played yet. And for the months of August to September, we'll be playing Until Then. A fateful meeting sets off a chain reaction, upending Mark's life. People disappear and memories prove unreliable. Uncover a hidden truth with Mark and his friends in this narrative adventure and race to unravel the mysteries before it's too late. Play the game these next couple months, or I guess these next couple weeks, on Steam, PlayStation, or Switch, and head over to our write-in forum in the description to give us your thoughts on Until Then for our September 22nd episode of Playlog Podcast. You can join us live on twitch.tv/CGDannyB for the discussion, or catch the upload from YouTube on Thursday, the 24th at youtube.com/@CGDannyB or audio podcast services. All right.
Nice.
Timestamp.
That was the longest part of the show.
It sure, honestly, it might be, team. It might be. Let me tell you. It's a quiet time because Silksong came out, so there's not a lot of new games to play. But also, redacted, we do what we can do. We're living.
Yep.
No writing questions this week, so we'll hop right into the quick indie news. Not a whole lot going on. However, we do have a fun little Steam Next Festi-esque event. This is from True Achievements, Lee Bradley. Xbox adds nearly 50 free demos and limited time Indie Selects promo. Let's see. Me and the Hollower, Jackbox Party Pack 11, Tormented Souls 2. These are just a few of the nearly 50 new Xbox demos available to play in September 2025 as part of the Indie Selects Demo Fest. However, you want to be quick, the promotion won't last forever, and some of these new demos will disappear once it's over. Kicking off today, September 9th, 2025, which is correct for us recording and being live, and running until Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. You can check out 49 new Xbox demos on Xbox Series X and S via the Microsoft Store. That's all thanks to the ongoing Indie Selects Demo Fest, which is aiming to highlight a bunch of the best Xbox indie games to be able to play in the coming months. While some of these demos will stick around on the store after the event, a bunch of them won't be available once the Demo Fest ends at the end of the month. So if you're interested in any of these games, make sure to check them out ASAP. Here's a full list of the Xbox demos added today. Now, I won't read the whole thing because it's a lot, but just a few highlights. Ikyam, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that was the like Indian-inspired the rhythm RPG one we saw a while back that looked really cool. Yeah. The Angry Video Game Nerd demo is going to be there. Biped 2 if you like co-op games. Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time, which was the one from the Jester's Tale. What's that game called? The Jester's...
It's a good question. The
Tale of the Jester's Adventure The Jester games. While Tofr looks it up and I keep going. Breaking Gates, Bruised Bastards, Cats on Duty. Let's see. Deck of Haunts. I know Tofr's played that one. Detective Dotson. Echo Weaver. We have Echoes of the Plum Grove. Forgotlings, Gloomy Eyes. Mina the Hollower, obviously a big one. Neon Inferno was one I was excited for this year. Possessions. Rhythm Towers. Shroom Siege, Sulfur, Jackbox Party Pack 11, Townseek. Oh, Townseek's on there. Oh, shit. Under Par, Golf Architect, and Yuka Replay. And that's just a handful of the games that are on there. But yeah, if you have Xbox, you can download a bunch of these demos and check them out right now. Also, Bakihama, Blood Arena. I don't exactly know why that's on an indie list. I guess it's indie then. So, could play some Baki, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, a little Baki in there.
If they say it's indie, then it becomes indie.
Honestly, that's okay. Cool. Dave the Diver's indie. I'm locking it in, baby. I said it, no. So it's true.
No,
I said it, so it's true.
No.
Tofr, you picking up an Xbox to go play these demos?
No. I used to have an Xbox Series S.
Yeah.
And then I just did not play it at all.
Yeah, I get you.
It's ever since I got my Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm.
None of my consoles are getting touched.
Yeah. My PlayStation still gets played, but like my Switch has sat in the dock here for who knows how long. I still have an Xbox One that's sitting upstairs. I never got an Xbox Series anything. I do have my brother sitting right here at the moment, so I could probably pop some of these demos in, but then I gotta delete some of his stuff to make room. That's just more work than it's worth. I just have it for Gears, which will take place on Wednesday if you want to see us play Gears. I'm hoping we beat it this week because the extra stream each week is tiring. So
I can imagine.
Yeah, nappy time. But no, this is good. I was trying to see how many of these demos were already on Steam. I tried Possessions. Won't lie. I think I played the demo before and just forgot. And I feel like I was higher on it before. I didn't really like it this time.
Okay.
I feel like it was just kind of slow. It's a very like... I thought it was going to be kind of unpacking where you have the isometric, put stuff where it goes, but it's more like turn the room so the weird floating object ends up in place in perspective, and then the whole thing goes together. Then there's like slow cutscenes in between.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm sure it is still fun, but...
I can imagine that being a game for when you have like more time than you have currently.
Yeah.
Because right now you're just busy.
Yeah, you know.
And then you need games to pick up the pace.
Like Silk Song! Yeah! Good times. Died a lot. Man, I wanted to bash my head through a wall, man.
Did you meet the creature who tries to give you a kiss?
I did.
Nice.
He did not try to kiss me though in that moment. I don't think.
Oh.
If he did, because unless it's the same race but different like individual, because he was all like, "I need you to check every single bug in this world and bring it to me." I'm like, okay, be back. So he's one of those long-term quests that I'll eventually get to as I keep killing things. It's like, you've done 25 of the 48. I don't know how many there are. Different species. Congratulations. I'm like, cool. I'll keep going. But yeah, I definitely saw him. I was like, look, the little kissy guy. But yeah, unless I W keyed through it, he might have just, and I just didn't. But I meant to.
Maybe when you complete the mission
as
a thank you, get a smooch.
Okay. Let's smooch it out. Let's go. I do have my little singing bits, my little fun music moments in Silk Song so far. Like I don't even know the words. Body do da do do day. And this little guy just tinging his little bell. Because he's like, if I sing to the gods, they'll open the door. And then you go around and open the door with the lever. He's like, I did it! Then you find him again doing it later. Like, I can't open this big door, but I'll sing my song. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. He's a little man. He's a little dude.
Amazing. That's what I saw plenty of streamers just post like body da 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 da, and I was like, what the hell is this about?
There's that, and then there's the new map person. There, I can't think of their name, but they'll stand there going boo shadow, and that was just my stim the entire day Thursday, where I just be running around fighting a boss. Boo shadow, just beating shit up. I'm like, yeah, good music, good track. Honestly, should be nominated for best music of the year. Let's do it.
Oh wow,
that's right.
Damn.
That's right. You want that meme shit to win? I do. I want the fucking Game Awards orchestra to just be up there, boo shadow. I want it so bad.
That would be really cool.
It would be great.
Yeah. But you're giving us your thoughts next week, right?
Yes, next week will be our Silk Song review. I'm hoping to beat it by then, but it's a long ass game, so who knows? We'll see. But yeah, next week will be our Silk Song episode regardless. And we'll talk more and review and how I feel about the whole thing. But yeah. It's a good time. I am enjoying it so far. Chat got to watch me rage quite a bit in all of that. And they're like, Danny, you good? I'm like, I had a mental health check. Like, Danny, you good? I'm like, I am great. As soon as we beat this thing, I'll be so much better. But right now, I'm putting my head through this fucking desk team. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you, Tofr, a lot harder than Hollow Knight. It's a lot harder than Hollow Knight.
Damn.
Yep.
That's why they, I think I read somewhere that they're gonna slightly nerf the first bosses of the game with the first update.
Okay. I hope, because I had a Morwing is the one that I was taking on. And again, we'll talk about it next week. But he's just a flying dude. And like, he was the first one that started doing 2 ticks of damage every time he hit me. And that's where I was just getting fucking wrecked. And like, I kept saying during the fight, I'm like, I know I could just explore and find more health. I could find the mask to get more health so I'm not dying like this. But now I'm stubborn. Now I'm here and I've gotten this guy through like 3 phases. I know I can kill him. I'm fucking pissed. He needs to die. And they're like, death compilation? I'm like, I have the clips. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So I've not edited one of my clips in a hot minute. I need to get to it, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, Silk Song. Yeah, next week. But for now, that's the quick indie news, which means it's on to the topic of the show. And Tofr, you introduced us last week. Tell us again what we're doing.
So this week we continue our quest to create the ultimate indie game alphabet. What does that mean? We go through all of the letters of the alphabet and assign a single indie game starting with that letter as the game for that letter. This week we're going through the letters N to Z, but maybe we can recap last week's list first.
Oh, I guess. If we're going to recap last week's list, of course, we did A through M, including at A, we had Among Us. B, we had Balatro. C, we have Cuphead. D, we have Dead Cells. E, we have Enter the Gungeon. F, we have Five Nights at Freddy's. G, we have Getting Over It. H, we have Hollow Knight. Sorry, Hades. I, we have Inside. J, we have Journey. K, we have Katana Zero. L, we have Lethal Company. And M, we have Minecraft. I should put Sorry Moonlighter in there as well, but it's fine. But yeah, that was the list last week, which means now we're on to this list of N through Z, which means Tofr, we got to start at N. Tell me what suggestions you have for the letter N.
I have a couple
that
I think there's one that I think you might have as well, and that's Neva.
Damn right.
Because I think that was one of your games of the year last year. You loved that one.
Absolutely.
As a follow-up to Gree, but with added combat, it was something special.
Yeah.
So I had to include it like in the nominees. I also put Neon White among my nominees because I think that's another one that maybe not as iconic as the two that I'm gonna nominate officially.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of people like that one. Very quick shooter. But my 2 nominees would be either No Man's Sky. Okay. Especially with its current renaissance going on. Or of course, what else? Night in the Woods.
Okay, I see. So you mentioned the two that I'd written down. I'd written down Neva and Neon White.
Okay.
I think Neva, just recency bias, of course, but I think Neva is just this masterpiece. I think, if anything, the fun factor last year of Dungeons of Hinterberg was the only thing that nudged it out above Neva as my runner-up for Game of the Year. I think the game is beautiful. I think it tells a great story. I think for something that looks as stunning as Gree did, and being like, how do you top that by adding fun combat? I really love Neva. And I think Neon White is definitely worth the mention. I don't think it takes the spot. I think the game is super, super fun. I think having the trial and error Celeste-esque gameplay of I run, I die, start over, do it again, complete the level with everything I need to get, all the collectibles, all the time trials, blah, blah, blah. I think the voice acting is kind of cringy and doesn't ruin the experience, but it's there. It's very anime, Anime fans, you know what you're getting into. But yeah, I'm intrigued with No Man's Sky and Night in the Woods. I hate it because I'm not like against No Man's Sky. I don't hate the game. I guess I just like, even with the renaissance and it being like, cool, it's fixed now. I feel like there was we fixed it. Like, cool, the game now runs and is what we expected it to be. And then more kept coming. I feel like people were just like, that's cool. I'm glad you're still adding more, but like, what's next? Where's the last Campfire 2? You know what I mean? Like, where are we at?
Yeah.
I want more of that. Night in the Woods is one that I get where I'm like, oh, that little Fingy bitch, that little Fingy game over there.
I mean, come on. How iconic is our bestie, May?
I don't know about our bestie. I don't know what this our bestie is. May's a bad
Of course
person.
she is.
May's a terrible person.
She's not. No, she's not.
May
She's
is
going
a
through a
bad
rough time.
friend. I go through rough times, and I try not to be a bad friend.
She does.
May.
She's not out there trying to be a bad friend. She's just struggling.
Struggling at being a good person. I'm okay with Neva or Night in the Woods. I see the advantage for Night in the Woods with how long it's been around, and thinking about the YouTube essays of here's what the characters are and this, that, and the other. I did enjoy that game a lot. I definitely had my lulls with like this chapter's kind of slow. I wasn't feeling it. I really like this chapter and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm okay with putting Night in the Woods in this spot.
Night in the Woods it is.
All right, Neva, here we go. Perfect.
No, look, Night in the Woods, like, May is so iconic that there's a soccer team in Germany that has her as like this icon of bisexuality.
Aww,
and they put her they put like a banner on at every home game.
Yeah.
With May, and I just love that.
It is cute. Yeah, love that.
She's an icon. She's an icon.
What a little bicon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bicon. Which means now we're on to O.
Yes.
Tofr, yeah, you got a list for O or what?
I have quite a list. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I can go through them quickly.
Yeah. Run it. I want to see how much we have that crosses over here.
Okay. First off, I have both of the Ori games.
Okay.
Because I think those are pretty iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I also have one of your favorites, an Owlboy.
Okay.
Then there's Overcooked. I don't personally like the game because it's way too stressful.
Yeah.
But so many people seem to enjoy it. Then one of my absolute favorites is Oxenfree.
Okay.
But the game that probably most people would shout loudest about when it comes to the letter O has to be Outer Wilds.
Okay. Cool. Then we have all those are the same across the list. I also included One Shot on mine.
Oh, nice.
I enjoyed One Shot enough. I definitely think it was one of those. I had a conversation with my buddy Kanai this weekend where he had seen Spaceballs for the first time and was like, it was funny, but I don't quite get the love. And I think it is one of those like pieces of an era that's just like if you were there when it came out, you're like, this is funny, and you kind of live on nostalgia for it. I watched Spaceballs when I was younger, but like not enough to like comprehend it. I'm sure if I watched it now, I would chuckle, be like, oh, I do remember this bit, but like I don't think I would love Spaceballs. And I feel like I get that with One Shot. We played One Shot. I'm like, this is really cool and great. I think they did a lot of great stuff with like the ARG. I think that's the right abbreviation. Where I'm like, this is dope. I really like this, but like, it's the same way I think I've looked at Half-Life, where I see people say like, I've never played Half-Life, right? But they're like, this innovated Listen, I didn't have a PC for a long time. By the time I got a PC, Portal 2 was already out. So I'm like, let me play Portal. Portal's so much cooler.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
I love Portal. But yeah, I feel like everyone's like Half-Life innovated like on first-person shooters. And I played so many first-person shooters post Half-Life. I feel like I'd go back to play that and not realize what it introduced, so it wouldn't feel like it's that special. It wouldn't feel like it like innovated. I'd be like, oh, I've done all these things better now, So that's what I get with One Shot, just to like talk about how I know people love it and people love the narrative and the characters and everything. But yeah, I don't think One Shot, iconically thinking about my Mount Rushmore of 26 characters here, I see it of seeing Nico on the wall. But I obviously would want to pull for Owlboy or Ori. I think both of those either Ori, I'd probably.
That's a tough one, right?
God. I was gonna just say Blind Forest, but I feel like Will of the Wisp is just the better game. Is visually it does so much cooler shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably say if I'm pulling for an Ori, I'd say Will of the Wisp. Outer Wilds is a weird one where like I understand that people love it, but like I got through the tutorial part, got into the spaceship, and I'm like, it's the No Man's Sky part. I don't want to do this. I'll come back, and just haven't gotten back. It's the space travel exploration. I'm like, man, I'm not here for this. I don't want to do this part. I don't know how prominent that is in Outer Wilds. If it's just the cool, get to the planet, now you're done. I'm like, sweet, let me get back to the fun part. Like, I have to get back to it at some point. It's on the wheel of things to do, but man, they put me in a spaceship. I'm like, ew, gross. I don't want to be here.
I kind of get it. I usually don't mind space travel, but the control scheme in Outer Wilds, it fucks with me. I don't like it. I keep struggling with it, and so much of that game has to do with the space travel.
Right.
Oh no, he's going quiet again.
Yeah, there we go. I was sitting the desk down. I was like, I'll let Tofr ramble for a minute.
Oh,
I'm like,
quiet
no,
again.
I'm still. Am I?
Oh, now you're staying quiet.
OBS. Oh no, hold on.
OBS. Oh no, you're back. You're
okay,
back.
cool.
You're back.
You're
back.
I was like, OBS can hear me, but all right, we're back. We're back, team. We're live.
Okay.
Yeah, I what like in another world where I would have played this game now, I could see myself fighting for Outer Wilds to be here, and I'm like, maybe you are, maybe you were in a spot where you're fighting for it.
I can totally go for one of the Ori games. I haven't played that much of either of them, but I get why they're iconic.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
What the hell?
Did you hear that? Did that come through the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Google's just like, I am here. Cool. Thanks, All Might. Appreciate that. I don't know. Weirdo.
It's the AI. It's coming to life.
No, stop. What did it say? Affirmation of presence? What the fuck? What is this? What is going on here?
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's your daily affirmation.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I love Owlboy. Owlboy was my first like let's play for the channel. I think the game is great. I love what D-Pad's done visually with their games. Like they do an amazing thing with pixel art. And I hope to replay Owlboy at some point soon, as well as hopefully get some kind of sequel. I know they talked about if we have an idea we could do it, but there wasn't anything in the pipeline. But don't worry about me. Just tired, team. It's been a long 2 weeks. I'm here to pull for Will of the Wisp, Ori and Will of the Wisp. I think it is where
Go for it.
Cool. Let's do it. Ori. Wisps. Wisp. Singular, plural. I don't really know. I think it's Will of the Wisps. Wisps.
I have wisps.
Got it. Cool. Do that. Which means Tofr, we're on to P.
Yes, give me your choices for the
right.
P.
Let me give you my choices for the P. First off, a couple recent contenders. We've got Peak, You know,
Yeah.
the new one of our new friends. Listen, this latter half has a lot of friend slop teams, so stick with me. We have Peak on there, you know, the proximity chat, multiplayer game. Everyone loves those kind of things. Just a good time with your friends. I have Pal World, big game from last year that everyone was super into, and I think it's still in early access. It hasn't fully released yet, but hey, people love their Pal World. I also have Papers, Please. I'm not a big fan of the game. Not big for me. You know, I wasn't I got mad that I went to jail because I had to spend an extra $5 and go into debt to give my son medicine, but I guess that's on me. You know, my bad, team. I don't blame the economy or anything. And then Poppy Playtime I have on there as well as the big indie horror rep for the P category. But yeah, I have those. Do you got any P's I didn't mention?
A couple, yeah. The Pathless
Okay.
is one that comes to mind. I didn't play that one,
Yeah.
but considering who made it, I think it's worthy of at least a nomination.
Absolutely.
Another one that I didn't play but seems to have like a ton of fans is Pizza Tower.
Okay. Yeah.
The Wario World-esque game.
Yep.
And then another friend slop game maybe, although you can play it single player, is Power Wash Simulator.
Okay. Good.
But
Power
yeah,
Wash is a good one.
Yeah. My choice, though, would be Papers, Please, because I think it's one of those games that just shows you what indie games can do.
Sure.
Because they take something that's no fun at all, like having to do administrative work.
Yep.
And they make it into a game that's engaging and that's exciting somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm open to hear your opinions.
For sure. I want to call out Nerdstorm in chat was just like Paper Clay, which I've not gotten to play Paper Clay yet, but we had Nerdstorm come on for an episode to talk about the demo for Paper Clay. I believe at one point that was really fun. I think the game looks cute, and I think in terms of mascot iconicism wise, I think the Paper Clay main character would be a cute choice. I don't know that it's loud enough to be on the Mount Rushmore of indies type deal, but which again, a whole separate episode, that would be a wall of four. Like what four go on here? We obviously know it's Shovel 19. We all know that. But don't cough. Clear your throat elsewhere. You know, don't do that. But for P, you mentioned Power Wash Sim, and I like the idea of fighting for that one. And it's only because I'm like, I see Papers, Please. I see Papers, Please on the list. I just hate that they put me to jail for $5. You know? But like everything you said about it, like introducing a fun new genre, even if you will, for like, here's the menial task shit you have to do. And it's for me, one of those walks so others could run where like, I love Little Guardsmen. I think it's a lot more fun than Papers, Please personally. We have the new Toge one that's not out yet. Compensation Not Guaranteed, I think is the title. Yeah. Which I enjoyed the demo for that. That was really fun. I think I like what Papers, Please has done so that other games could do it in a way that I like more. But I understand. I can see those ugly people handing me coupons for the strip club. Ugh. But guess it's fine. I'm okay if we do Papers, Please.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I can do Power Wash Sim or Peak as well. Like Peak, even though it's very recent, it sold like 3 million copies. Yeah. So I mean, it's quite a success.
It's true. It's true. I see. Ooh, boy.
Also, if you're thinking about the Mount Rushmore, it would be so funny to see one of the Peak scouts on there.
It would be pretty great.
Doing a little dance.
Peak. I do like Peak. I feel like it's almost like it feels cheating almost to put like the brand new game on there, but like I don't mind it. I like Peak. I like Peak as an option. I didn't even think about another crap shows when we got to A, but that's okay. It wouldn't have won over Among Us anyway. I'll fight for Peak.
It's a tough one.
I'll pull for
Let's do Peak. Let's do Peak.
We're in team. Friend Slap's on the board! That's going to take it over. Let's go, baby. So much Friend Slap. I mean, we already have Lethal Company too, but that's just the start. It's so much Friend Slap. Which means we're on to Q, which... Chad, I told you this might be the spot where we need your help. If you guys have any Q games, let us know for indies.
Yeah.
But I have just two. I have Cube, which is a first-person puzzle game, very Portal-esque in that way. And I have Quap, which I don't even know if that constitutes an indie game.
Wouldn't it?
Don't worry about me, chat. Don't worry about me, chat. I'm just CEB. I don't know if that constitutes as an indie game. It was an old like Flash game type deal where you played as the runner and you had to use Q, W, O, and P to move your limbs. And, good old time with Quap. But yeah, that's all I had for Q. So.
Yeah, I only had Quantum Conundrum on there as well, but then I just found out that it's published by Square Enix. So I think that doesn't count.
Oh no. I don't know. I think that's where I always go back to the ownership of the game, right? If Airtight Games is independent or if they're owned by Square. But even if I look at Airtight, it brings me to the Square Enix page, so
yeah,
maybe not. I don't know. The Square ones are weird because we talked about last week. We talked about Life is Strange and how like the first one felt indie and definitely is, but the rest aren't. And I look up Quantum Conundrum. The first thing is Quantum Conundrum, not great. It's the first thing on a Reddit post.
Oh no!
What happened to Quantum Conundrum? 98 cents. Is it as good as Portal?
Is anything as good as Portal?
I would say Owlboy, but yeah, I mean, for the letters Q, I don't think there's a lot. It's one of those obscure letters that we'll see more of later, where I'm like, I just don't know. I don't have anything I think is like deserving of the spot of the ones we listed. I'd argue Cube over Quap just for quality of gameplay, but I think Quap's more iconic.
That's true, but like you said, is it really considered an indie game?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those things before it's time, before we use the word indie, so I'm like, I don't know what all this falls under. I have no idea.
Yeah. Let's just put Cube and be done with it.
All right, there you have it, team. Cube.
It's our list. We can do it. We can do whatever we want.
The Q indie game for our list is Cube. Stick with it. I walk around later, I'm like, I didn't fucking think about fucking Quiggle Snitzel.
Quiggle Snitzel.
Yeah,
that's
a banger.
I would play that. All
right, team, go make a game called Quiggle Snitzel. Tofr will play it for the podcast. Q, L-O-P, Q.
Oh no, so sleepy.
Apparently, I'm looking at my library. The only thing in my library is Quadroids. It's just the demo. I don't know what this is. It looks like a puzzle game. No. Quadroid is a single-player puzzle platformer with a twist. Don't be fooled by its simple pixel art and put your neocortex the test while you try to control 4 screens by yourself and clear 100+ mind-twisting levels. Okay.
Wait. I have a new contender.
A new contender?
Yes. I completely forgot, but I played a game this year called Quantum Witch, and that was incredible.
Oh, you did do Quantum Witch. Yeah.
Yeah. And that one is really, 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 really good.
Sorry, Quadroids yelled at me. Quantum Witch is... Listen, I'm down to talk Quantum Witch. I mean, we already added to the list. Now the sanctity of the list is thrown out the window.
Listen, I am totally up to do that for Quantum Witch because it's that good. It's so funny. Yeah. It's written by someone who survived being in a cult.
Okay,
and
right.
It's also slightly about being in a cult. And it's such a hard game to explain what it is.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's a narrative-driven adventure, sure.
Uh-huh.
But it's so much more than that. Like, there's the skeleton who can see through time. Any game that has a skeleton that can see through time deserves to be on this list, right?
Yeah, no, I'm down for the argument. I'm here for it. I think I'll swap out to Quantum Witch. I'm here for it.
Yes.
I think I didn't get to play it, but we talked about it. I think during we played the demo and then the full game type deal here on the podcast a couple weweeks back. So if you guys would check those episodes out, not sure which ones they were, but they were on there. You can use the timestamps to find out. Yeah, I think I tried to do a quick search of like Q on Steam and I got a few, but usually it was Cube and then like sort of things that were like something Q, anime exploration adventure Q, whatever. So I didn't quite find too much else in there. Again, I'm just afraid there's something. I'm like, fuck, I didn't think about fucking Quack Doom or some crazy shit.
Qbert. Isn't that a thing?
Q*berts? Yeah, but I don't think that's indie. I think we're going.
Okay.
Although again, it was like the Atari time, but I'm sure someone owns Q*bert now. I don't think Q*bert's. Yeah.
I was like surprised to find that no indie game starts with the word quest.
Yeah, I tried looking up the word quest earlier too, and I was like, really? Like, I feel like something exists, but like, even if I look up Quest now on Steam, I get like Titan Quest, Hollow Knight Silksong shows up for whatever reason. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're using SEO here. Destiny 2, Hollow Knight, Borderlands 4. Like, I'm not getting Quest games. Then we're back to Titan Quest, Elder Scrolls Online, EverQuest. Quest? Hold on, wait, this might be a banger. There's a skeleton. I don't know if we can see through time, but
Oh no.
it's only $9 on the Steam team. Quest. Yeah, check us out.
Okay, it does look like fun actually.
Quest. You know, become the hero in this totally not suspicious fantasy kingdom. Learn the adventuring ropes from the mighty knight and fight monsters and dragons to save the day. But remember, the most important parts of being a hero are bravery, heroism, and not asking too many questions. Quest. Bet. All right, cool. Quantum Witch it is. Which means we're on to the letter R. And Tofr, it's back to you. What you got for R? Because I got a few here.
I have a few as well.
Mm-hmm.
One that I wasn't sure of if it's still considered indie, but is massively popular is Rocket League.
Oh, okay.
Then another game that seems to have like a legion of fans, and I don't know why because I haven't played it, is Risk of Rain 2.
Yep.
That's a pretty big one. Rogue Legacy is another of those roguelikes that really created the trend of roguelikes being popular.
Yep.
But my two choices for the letter R would be either Repo, because I have played like over 100 hours of that by now.
Yeah.
And I'm still not tired of it. Or Return of the Obra Dinn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting picks. So we have very similar list. I also have Risk of Rain 2. I have Repo. I have Rogue Legacy. I also included Raven's Watch, which is another like Fable-based roguelike from the team that who made fucking Raven's Watch? They made another big one. Raven's Watch. Would you bastards make? Curse the Dead Gods was their first one. So,
right.
Yeah. Which I didn't play a lot of that one, but I really did like Raven's Watch. There's like the Big Bag Wolf, Little Red Riding Hood, Aladdin I think got added. Wukong is in there now, I believe.
Okay.
If not Wukong, something similar, another monkey warrior. I assume it's Wukong. Yeah, I think it's a good one. I don't know that I would fight for it to be in the spot for R. Of the list, what were your contenders when you were putting out there? Like you said, Repo and what?
And Return of the Obra Dinn.
Return of the Obra Dinn, right.
I think that's a pretty iconic one because, again, it did something that not all that many other developers have done before or after.
Yeah. Because I was pulling for Risk of Rain or Repo.
Yeah.
I think Risk of Rain is one of the roguelikes that like I think we talked about the other week where it was like people's gateways were like Hades, Binding of Isaac, and Risk of Rain. And I feel like I probably didn't say Risk of Rain. I probably said something else, but if I didn't, I meant Risk of Rain in that list too. Caesar knows is Rocket League indie because Epic Games bought Psyonix. This is where I'm in the same spot we talked about FNAF and Minecraft. Or I guess FNAF is still independent. I guess the Steel Wool didn't change or whatever, so I guess that still falls under indie. But like Minecraft is an indie game. It always has been. Xbox bought it and they own it. I say that when we get Minecraft 2, that changes. I think when we get Rocket League 2 or whatever, it's no longer indie. Like that's not the case. But I would say Rocket League still, though now as the games of the service transcends the world of indie, I still think for its pedigree and where it started, the PlayStation Plus launched, everyone falling in love with it, I think suffices as indie. But you know, semantics. But yeah, I see an argument for Rocket League. I think that one totally makes sense. Man,
I think Repo or Risk of Rain 2 should be the big contender. Risk of Rain 2, like I said, I haven't played it.
Yeah.
But I see so many people playing it, making videos about it. Even today, they're still making videos about how to, like, the best tactics to use and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, these are some hardcore fans.
Yeah. No, Risk of Rain 2 is really fun. I think I enjoy the game a lot. I think it's more of a skill issue than anything for me, where I will go as far as I can in the moment that I die. Because it's one of those, like, you can run with 4 people. Once you die, your friends continue to level until they beat it, and they're continuing to get upgrades and levels and everything, and you don't. So then you get to the next room where it's like, cool, let's run it again, and I'm so far behind, and I'm dying, and then I die again, and then I let my friends run level again, and that tends to be my loop, where, like, as we get so far into Risk of Rain, like, cool, I just have no shit, and all my friends do, and it's like they can just give you their stuff. So it's just like, I just feel like I'm behind. Like, it just feels like if I die, it's way too punishing for that. And just the way I have seen with the different loops of it, but I still have a lot of fun playing Risk of Rain. I think it's really dope. I enjoy a lot of the other games that are inspired by it, like Shoulder of Giants, which is like Frog Risk of Rain. I was a bigger fan of that one. Yeah, I think of these R1s we listed, I see a world we fight for Risk of Rain too. I think a lot of people would. I could see that totally taking this spot. I do like Repo or Rocket League. And I'm afraid to go Repo with the friend slot, but like I'm here for it, so I don't know.
Yeah, but think of the Mount Rushmore and then having the semi-bots on there.
Yeah, I think it's pretty great.
And like I think Lethal Company like was like the first game that made friend slop quite popular, but I think Repo was the like actual breakthrough.
Yeah.
If we didn't have Repo, Peak would probably not have been as successful as it has been.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, I think Repo is the one this year that everyone's still going back to and playing. I know at least for like our group, LB is usually like, hey, it's we finished the game on a Friday night. We're hopping into Repo. Who wants to join? I'm like, I got D&D, but if it frees up, I'm on the way. You know, like I do enjoy playing Repo with the friends, so it's a good time. Yeah, I'm cool with Repo.
Yeah. Let's go Repo.
Repo it is, baby. Whew, can't wait to go back and add Murky Divers instead of Minecraft, you know? Get those fucking indie friend stops in there. Luna, I can teach you the good ropes of Risk of Rain 2. Not normal ropes, but nerds ropes of Risk of Rain 2. Nerds ropes. I'm diabetic. Can't have all those. Can't have nerds ropes. Hey, yeah, I think it's... the thing with Risk of Rain, though, is it is so much in the spot of... I am one that'll be... Old game is old. Where, like... in the right circumstance, the right moment, the right itch, I'm like, yeah, I can get into this. But if someone's like, yo, we're playing Risk of Rain right now, you in? I'm like, oh, no, I think I'm good. Okay. I got too much else to play right now. I have Redacted, and Silk Song. I'm like, I'm locked in on those, you know? So
yeah, I get that.
But I appreciate it, Luna. Maybe at some point. I don't know that I'll ever say, guys, we're streaming Risk of Rain this week. But if that ever happens, you'll be on the list.
Nice.
But speaking of the list, because now it's time for probably the biggest one in this fucking episode.
Yeah.
We're on to S. S is the one now.
Yep.
I might add it to quote, but what? I can't have nerds rope. I'm diabetic. Go for it. Add it. Tofr, what you got for S? Because I've got 2,
I have
4, 6, 8, 10. I have 12 different games right now, and that was just being, simple with it.
I have 10.
Okay. Okay.
Let me just rank them. We have A Short Hike.
Oh, okay.
Super Hot. It's quite iconic. Yeah. Super Meat Boy.
Yep.
That's one of those icons of indie gaming.
Absolutely.
That I think is not going to make it onto the list, but I had to mention him. The Stanley Parable is another one. Then the 2 Slays, Slay the Princess and Slay the Spire.
Okay, yep.
Then I also have one of my personal favorites, Sayonara Wild Hearts. And then there's the 3 games that I would nominate. And that's Stardew Valley, Spiritfarer, and Shovel Knight.
Okay. All right. Okay. I see what you list. I think we have a lot of crossover. I, of course, included Shovel Knight. I don't see a world where I wouldn't. I also have Stardew Valley. I have Stanley Parable. I have SteamWorld Dig.
Okay.
I have Spelunky.
Okay.
I have Slay the Spire, Slay the Princess, Super Meat Boy. I have Subnautica,
Okay.
Spiritfarer, and then I have Sifu and Sea of Stars. Sifu and Sea of Stars were more recent picks. I'm like, hey, we should still mention them. I don't see them taking the spot. Of any of the ones that I listed, I figured it would come down to Shovel Knight, Stardew Valley, Stanley Parable, and Super Meat Boy. I love Spiritfarer. I would also fight for that one. I think just grand scale, if we're talking the Mount Rushmore, I see either Shovel Knight or a cow from Stardew Valley over anything else. But yeah, really,
that's
I think
going to be the big one, I think.
To Shovel Knight and Stardew, yeah.
Because as you can imagine, I am Camp Stardew.
Right, and I am Camp Shovel Knight.
I'll explain why. I think both games are brilliant. I think both of them are absolute classics of indie gaming. I just think that Stardew Valley has had a way bigger reach, and because of that has got more iconic status, because people have played this on their phones, on their PlayStation Vitas, on every console that's out right now. People have like smartwatch features that look like Stardew Valley. There's a concert tour happening with the music of Stardew Valley being played by a full orchestra. That's why I think Stardew might just inch it, because it's close. Because Shovel Knight is, I mean, if we're purely looking at like icons, it probably has to be Shovel Knight,
right?
Because there aren't many indie game characters that are more iconic than Shovel Knight is. I would wage that the just how widespread the audience for Stardew Valley is might inch it.
Sure. Let's talk about the boy. Let's talk about the Shovel Man himself. Because Shovel Knight also has an orchestral concert tour. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
But as I sit here, I even pulled up a new list because this is updated. We talk about the reach in which Shovel Knight exists. And I get it. Yeah, I think more people... I think there's a lifespan to Stardew Valley that exists in which Shovel Knight doesn't have, because it is a narrative like you beat Shovel Knight. You know, you get to the end and finish the game. I see Luna in chat. I don't even know what Shovel Knight is. That's crazy talk. That means you don't play indie games. We got to fix that. You got to fix that. But if I pull up here this quick wiki, the appearances in other media, we can go down the list of All Stars, Dungeons and Diamonds, all the way down to Dino Run, to Move or Die, Runbow. We're talking Blasphemous. We know Katana Zero is on there. We know Dead Cells is on there. Ukulele. I think Shovel Knight, and this can't even possibly be, because I know he's in Wild Frost, and Wild Frost isn't on this list. Smash Bros. Ultimate. Shovel Knight made it to Smash Bros, gang.
Shovel Knight made it to Smash Bros?
Shovel Knight made it to Smash Bros, gang.
Okay.
I think, and there's a whole list. Again, this is incomplete. This is not everything. I can promise you this is not everything. Maybe this is specifically the character as opposed to the reference, but like even in Wild Frost, you have his little helmets of, like in the shop, you see it in the background sitting there. I'm sure there's any other ones that didn't go like, we can't reach out to Yacht Club, but let's just put a fun little like horn helmet that looks like Shovel Knight's in there, right? I think Shovel Knight is one of those games, is like debatably the game that is like, oh, got it. I understand the indie space. I know for me is when I was like, I understand that this is a smaller game made by a smaller team that kind of runs on nostalgia. And I think for better or worse established that like, oh yeah, pixel art indie games, that's what these are. But I think Shovel Knight is arguably the mascot for indies, let alone for the letter S. I think he reaches maybe not as big of an audience, but I think a more sentimental audience in a way. I think people love their relationships in Stardew Valley, and I think they love doing their day-to-day chores and tasks. But I think as you look at Shovel Knight and being like, man, when I got to go and fight for my lady, Shield Knight, and do all that stuff, getting not only the main campaign, but from their Kickstarter, where the Yacht Club made essentially 4 different campaigns, all for one Kickstarter backing, of the Shovel Knight main game. Then we had Plague of Shadows. I skipped Plague of Shadows, Spectre of Torment, and then King of Cards. All 3 separate campaigns starring different characters from the Shovel Knight universe. And then we got Shovel Knight Dig, Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. They recently announced we're getting Shovel Knight 2, end quote. We don't know what it's called yet, the sequel to Shovel Knight. And then, of course, giving Yacht Club the opportunity to make things like Mina the Hollower, and I believe publish Cyber Shadows a couple years back. It's probably like 10 years ago now. I think Shovel Knight is a touchstone in the indie space, and I'm here to fight for his space on the S position.
I love when you get so passionate about Shovel Knight. I love that. It's so much fun.
I love it, man.
I think maybe we should give it to Shovel Knight, but on one condition.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just add Shovel Knight Treasure Trove as the game.
That's fair.
Because that contains all of the games that you mentioned.
Everything. It does. You're right.
So maybe that's the ultimate S indie game.
But what if I ain't fighting with you? Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. We win. Yeah. Now, hold on, because Luna, you need to be educated. Hold on.
Show us Shovel Knight.
Welcome, Luna. This is Shovel Knight. This is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Welcome. So Shovel Knight's a young man. His beautiful lover, wife, girlfriend, whatever their relationship status is, she gets kidnapped by the Enchantress. And you're like, oh no, what happened? Then you have the Order of No Quarter. Imagine Mario, but Mega Man, but a shovel. DuckTales. This is Shovel Knight. This is the boy. This is what indie games were meant to be. You know what I mean? This is where we're at. This is the kingdom. Welcome. I don't like platformers with super mean boy. Listen, and that's fine. This is not. There'll be times where I'm like, you need to play because you get it. If you don't like platformers, you don't like platformers. That's okay. But I think when it comes to indies, there is understanding the legacy of these games, right? Like we understand. I'm not sitting here being like Stardew Valley's bad. I love Stardew Valley. And not for me, not my game that I'm going to sit and play and invest in. But I could never take away what Stardew Valley is as a game. And again, I think this is where it's like numbers, I'm afraid, like might speak louder, but not necessarily should. I don't know. I would, I just think iconically, I think Shovel Knight's there. Shovel Knight's the boy.
Shovel Knight is the boy.
Yeah. Now,
so get ready for Shovel Knight 2 CG Shovel B.
Yeah! Put me in the game. Celia, we talk. Let's chat. Put me in the game. Put me in Shovel Knight.
Just a knight with a beanie. Just a knight with a beanie.
That's what I want. Let's go. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Shovel Knight 2, you roaming around the village, and there's just some dude there with his beanie like, oh my God, are you Shovel Knight? Oh my God, I'm your biggest fucking fan. I love you. You're so cool. Just let me avoid, like, I want them to add like the Undertale kind of like audio, and I just want to be like, this is my fucking little blurps of dialogue. It's just me doing dumb noises. Let's do it. Yacht Club, put me in, coach. Put me in. We love Shovel Knight. I mean, I'm good. I don't care what happens the rest of the day. We're good.
Okay, then it's all my picks from now on.
It probably can be. The thing is with the rest. With the rest, either I have no leg to stand on in terms of what's nominated, or I think we're picking the same game.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think Y is the only exception where I'm not sure. You might have something I didn't think of because I don't have a lot for Y. I like the ones that I picked.
Neither do I.
For me, T is Terraria, but I know that's biased. Well, I'll tell you what, we're on to T, so is it my turn? Ow.
It's your turn, yeah.
So I fucking punched my headphone. It was loud.
Oh, no.
I just fucking gunk, you know?
Stop hitting yourself.
I can't help it. It's just in a mode. So for T, let's talk shop about the games on this list. I have from Supergiant, I have Transistor. I have Tunic. I have Tricky Towers. I have Towerfall Ascension. I have Toem. Nice. I have Tinykin. And that's it. Those are the only T games. I'm lying. Of course, I have Terraria as well.
Okay. I have two more games that didn't make it on your list. One is a pretty recent one, Tactical Breach Wizards.
Okay.
Because I absolutely adored that game. It's like basically XCOM, but with wizards.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. So yeah, I love that one. And then one of my top picks for the T is To the Moon. Because I love To the Moon. I think it might not have aged all that well, gameplay wise.
Yeah.
But I did want to mention it. But I do feel like Terraria is the obvious choice here.
It does feel like the obvious choice.
Yeah.
But I'm out here like, who do we fight for? Do I fight for Towerfall Ascension? Do I fight for Tricky Towers, Tofr? Do we put Tricky Towers? Let me tell you about my college days of putting the breakfast nook right in the middle of the air because it's not where it belongs. You play Tricky Towers? Have you played it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Tricky Towers. Tricky Towers are so much fun. The thing is we would do the build the longest, whoever like doesn't fall wins. Whenever we would win, we play this game in college all the time. Whoever was last, you got to place the house on the top of your tower. The way we would do it is put it on the side. As soon as we're on the left or right or whatever, we would just slam it into the side so it would like lock in and then fall and then freeze in midair. So I'm like, and I got to put the breakfast nook right here. And then the game would freeze where it's just a building floating on the side of the air. I'm like, right where it belongs. The breakfast nook. I just love that bit for Tricky Towers. I don't think I gets it on the list, but Tricky Towers is the fun. Like if you like Tetris and you like puzzle games with your friends, I think it's a good one. Yeah, I mean, of the other ones I included, like, I don't think the rest hold a candle. I'm tempted to fight for Towerfall Ascension, coming from, I don't even think they were extremely okay games yet. I think they were still just, like, Matt and friends make games. But that was their game before Celeste. But yeah, I think Terraria is an easy pick. I see the eyeball monster.
I think so.
Cool. All right, Terraria, welcome to the list. All right, and we all know you is a really difficult one to choose, but we can go through the list.
Go for it.
So I only have a few here. I've got Undermine, I've got Unraveled, I have Ultros, and obviously I have nothing else. So I'd love to hear the rest of your list.
That's all you have?
No, I have the one, but but I'm curious if you have anything else before we mention the one.
I do have a couple, yeah. Untitled Goose Game is one that I absolutely adored.
That's what I have on Switch. I didn't think about it.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Then one that I didn't really click with, but seems to have like many people enjoying it, is UFO 50.
Yeah, kind of same. A lot of people liked it. It just wasn't my cup of tea. But pop off.
And then I'm curious which one, because I have two left, and you only have one left. And I'm curious to see which one, because I have Unpacking and Undertale.
I love Unpacking. It was easily my favorite U game. I didn't include it thinking I'm like, I don't think it enters this category. But I guess in terms of mention, I should have mentioned Unpacking. I don't know why I did that before, but not today. But yes, Unpacking, absolutely. But I think this goes to Undertale. I think it's hard to fight something that's not Undertale.
There's very few indie games as iconic as Undertale, right?
Right. Yeah.
Even if I never finished it.
Yeah. It's a great game. I think it's so much. I do like Undertale. I think it's another case of it's hard to say walk to run because it is Earthbound in a way. Like I think Undertale stands in a way of it created. It's so weird to say created a genre because it didn't, but like. Redefined a genre that people were like, oh cool, let's make it Undertale like, which is really just an Earthbound like, but also we haven't gotten Earthbound in 50 years. I don't fucking know. In the last time Nintendo said they'd look at this fucking franchise, but yeah, I think Undertale is like the easy choice for you. All right, there you have it.
I think so.
Undertale is on the list. Real quick, I missed a couple here. For me, T is Terraria, but I know I'm biased. Luna says, for the W category, can I suggest you look at the new indie game I look at? The fan said it's a new genre of indie game, Whispers from the Star. I will pull up the tab and we'll discuss it once we get to W. Let me see here. Whisper from the Star. What am I looking at here? Interesting. We'll see. I think W's got a winner, personally. I think we could look at this
sure
one. But
you do.
Yeah, I think I'm assuming we're talking the same game for W. So
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Really? I figured, I'm like, oh, this is the one Tofr's picking for sure. Interesting. Okay. All right.
I thought there's one that you would pick above all else for
Yeah.
W.
Webbed? Yeah, I love that game.
Sure, Webbed.
I think I love my game, and I think I would love to talk about my game, but I think your game is winning W.
Okay.
Yeah.
But first, let's do the V.
Let's do the V. I lost. Is it still me? Is it you? I don't know who's doing the list.
I think it's my turn again.
Okay, go for it. What you got for V?
I only have a couple of V's.
Okay.
One that seems to have found its audience as well, but I haven't played myself, is Videoverse.
Yes, I have my key for that. I got a key a while back. I just getting around to it. I want to play that one. I heard it's good.
Yeah, people are talking like they're wild about it.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years ago we got Venba,
Yep.
which was a
Venba.
beautiful cooking game.
Mm-hmm.
And then my choices would be either Valhalla, which is like this cocktail making game in a cyberpunk future.
Yep.
That was like basically the inspiration for things like Coffee Talk. Or, and I think this is probably the obvious answer, Vampire Survivors.
Yeah. Yep. Through my list, we have a lot of the same ones. I have Vampire Survivors. That was my top contender. I figured that's the easy win. I also included Valheim. I'm not big on Survivor games, but Valheim's pretty freaking fun, even though I've restarted like multiple times. Luna said in chat, I haven't played it, but V Rising's a big one for people right now.
Ooh.
I also have VVV, which another platform I've not played, but another one of those like classics. Like shit, this exists. Not a contender, but I included Virginia. Was one of the very cool like it's not even like a walking sim, but just like a first person narrative kind of deal. I think Virginia's really cool. And then I have Viewfinder, which as much as I love, I think playing the demo kind of took away the magic of it, where I didn't go in with like, oh, look at all this. I'm like, oh, I've done this now. But yeah, I love the list of games for V. I think of the ones that were even mentioned, I think Venba's one of my favorites. I really liked Venba's short experience. I played through that like 3 times in the matter of like I think it's like an hour and a half like first playthrough, and then you kind of blitz it. I got the platinum like real quick twice. I really like Venba. But yeah, I think Vampire Survivors is another one that like the genre defining, like you like roguelikes, let's make a brand new kind of roguelike, and then yeah, Vampire Survivors is here. So I think that's the contender.
I think so too.
There
were, I don't know if there were any bullet heaven games before Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
And if there were, they weren't as popular as Vampire Survivors turned out to be.
Yep. Totally agree. All right, on to W, which means go ahead. What you got for W? I'm gonna pull up this Whispers game too and see what we got here.
This year we got an excellent W game in Wanderstop.
Yep.
But it seems to be a bit divisive. People either like it or just don't care for it at all. I loved it.
Yeah, same.
A tactics game that's really cool is Wargroove. For people who loved Advanced Wars and couldn't get enough of that, it's an excellent alternative. And then my 2 choices to win it would be your favorite, Wild Frost, or my favorite, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Bet. Yeah, list. I also have What Remains of Edith Finch and Wild Frost. I have Wizard with a Gun. I have What the Golf. Could be replaced with What the Car, but What the Golf is the original that I think would be the one to talk about. And then I have Webbed, which not a contender, I don't think, but is a cute game. Platform where you play as a spider and you do a bunch of web building and shit like that.
Nice.
Listen, y'all have heard me. Y'all hear me talk about Wild Frost. Y'all hear me. Not Wobbly Life. I remember I did an ad for that one. Just saying. Wobbly Life looked cute. I don't know that I don't think it stands a chance in this conversation. But before I progress any further, I'm intrigued at this one because this seems like a move. So like, hold on. So Whispers from the Stars, save a stranded astronaut on a mysterious alien planet through real-time AI conversations where your words are her only lifeline. Guide her through Gaia's dangers and forge an enduring bond in this interactive story with voice-controlled open-ended dialogue. I can read real good. I'm intrigued at this one. Again, I don't think this is a contender. We're talking about Edith Finch and Wild Frost, but I think I don't know how I feel about this one. This is one I need someone more informed on the AI to tell me what's going on here. Because I think AI in video games is a weird conversation of like what kind of AI are we talking. And though I think it is fun to be like, ooh, I get to talk to a machine and it responds accordingly, right? Like I remember when Fallout 4 came out and we're like, oh my God, this thing can actually say my name. Crazy. Like I'm not entirely sure where I would fall with this one without seeing it firsthand, just looking at the Steam trailer, but interesting that it exists. Keep an eye on it. Might check someone else play it and see what it's about. I know you love AI, so you're probably rooting for that one.
Me? AI? What?
Yeah.
It's interesting because I think like within games it's a different thing altogether.
Right.
And I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
I'm on the same page as you. I'd have to learn more about it before giving like an actual response.
Yeah, because I think in a world where it's just like, cool, we just threw ChatGPT in here, you talk to ChatGPT, they respond. I'm like, okay, so we're doing that, as opposed to like what it looks like in the system. Yeah, I just don't know the intricacies of this AI to talk on it right now, but the game looks interesting. I do like being able to just talk to something and see what it says back. I think it's cool.
Yeah. That's why you have a podcast.
That's why we have a podcast. Yeah. We're an astronaut trying to get off the planet. It's all it is. Before we move on here, I will sing the praises of Wild Frost. I love it. My favorite deck building roguelike. I think it's absolutely beautiful and lovely. The music is great. I had so much fun with it. Aside from Balatro, it's one of the ones that I'll dive back into just to feel something every now and again. I like Wild Frost a lot.
Just to feel
something. Wild Frost is incredible. It's easily my favorite Chucklefish game. Again, my favorite deck building roguelike. I love the art style. I found Gazeter on Instagram, the artist for the game, and like one of my bucket list items to get some kind of cool commission from Gazeter. Like I want like my gnome drawn in the art style of Wild Frost. I think it'd be so fucking sick. I love that so much. I have a folder on Instagram saved of like, look at all this Gazeter art. I would like to try and make one of these in 3D and be like, cool. Let me like, they have a character. I don't know their name, but they're like a plant pot woman. They have like a chest that's a potted plant, and they have their legs and little like shoes that are potted plants and like leaves hanging out. Like I love this character. I love to see them in 3D. It might just be a fun like project to build this character. Be like, hey, look what I made. And Gazeter's like, oh, I love you. Let's do something. I'm like, cool. Then we make.
Let's do what, Danny? Let's do what?
Let's have you draw my gnome in your art style.
Is that a euphemism?
For sex, maybe. I don't know Gazeter as a person. I don't know if they're male, female, non-binary, whatever. I don't know if they're hot. Gazeter could be hot. I assume someone who draws like that's hot, but I don't know.
Can you draw my gnome? That sounds like I don't know.
Gazeter, you trying to draw my gnome? What's up? What's poppin'? What we doing? Love Wild Frost. How we doing? So. Is this flirting? Is this flirting, chat? I don't know. I don't understand. But no, I think it's easily What Remains of Edith Finch takes this.
I think so too. It's the game that defined the walking sim genre, and it contains so much creativity and originality, and its story stays with you for long after you finished it. So I mean, I think it's a closer call than you maybe consider.
Okay.
Because Wild Frost is insanely good.
Yeah,
it's easily one of the best deck builders. So, but yeah, it's tough competition.
It is. I mean, one of the best walking sims ever. What Remains of Edith Finch? I think it has a bunch of great like mini games. You go through each section of the story and talk about what each character is going through and what they're doing. I really like Edith Finch. I think it's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
I think it was one that didn't have a platinum and then got like a enhanced edition and then got a platinum. I'm like, I need to get back and try and get that platinum. Or someone lied to me and I won't know till I check, but got a gnome for their berry bushes. Whoa, Luna language. What are you talking about?
Jesus.
On to X. I got nothing,
yes.
Tofr.
I have nothing. I have no idea.
I'm going to my Steam library.
I tried Googling stuff. I tried looking at Steam. I tried everything, but Nothing came to mind.
Chat, does anyone have an indie game that starts with X? I'm dying over here. W, X, X. My Steam library has nothing that goes right from W to Y. I have nothing. Hold on. Let's see. Indie games that start with X.
Yeah, I did that too.
Video games starting with X. XCOM.
It's all XCOM and then X3 or something.
Yeah. Xenonaut? Xenonaut? What is this? The only one I think I can think of is I think it's Zeo Drifter. Is that with a Z or is that might be a Z, not an X? I don't remember.
I think we might have to leave this one open.
Maybe. I was hoping. Ooh, excuse me. I was hoping there'd be something. But I'm like, X Defiant though would be a good one. My favorite Ubisoft shooter.
Sure.
Extreme Roller on the PS1. Zing the Land Beyond. VR game.
We don't include VR games.
Who said that? Who said that?
Well,
Where does this rule come from? We haven't, but that's because there's so few good VR games. We could have talked about Moss, but Minecraft existed. Yeah, I think it's just I don't have anything for X. X-Morph?
Nope.
Defense? What is X-Morph Defense? That was one game. What is this? I gotta tell you, man, RTS ain't really selling me on it, you know? Not really feeling it, Luna. All right, indie devs, hear me out. I need you to make a game that starts with X. Or if your indie game starts with X and you think it's worth being here, you should tell me. Because I'll be real. And this is no shot at Xer Studios. I'm sure this is fun. I don't know if it's the one. So
I'd be open to leaving it open.
All right, there you have it, guys. There's no X games. No X games this year.
Nope.
They're all deleted. Which means we're on to Y.
Yes.
Man. Go ahead, Tofr, because you didn't get X. So what you got for Y?
I only have 2 games here as well, and I played only one of them.
Okay.
The one I didn't play is Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair.
Okay.
And then one that I started playing, and then I watched you play it on stream, is Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom.
I see you. All right. Cool. I have also not played Impossible Lair. I played regular Yooka-Laylee, which was fun, but Impossible Lair seemed like more people liked it because it does the here's the final level, get your ass beat, and then go beat the game so you can come back and do this properly. I'm like, that's fun. That sounds cool. I kind of like that as sting around to it. I also have Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom. I was a big fan of that one. I think it's a unique 3D platformer. And then I have Yoku's Island Express, which honestly I think is the one I'm pulling for.
Okay.
I think Yoku's Island Express is a Metroidvania, but it's pinball. You play as a little mail delivery bug, which I played this on Switch. I think this game is so charming. It is so cute. You're meeting all these new people on the island. You're delivering your mail. You're like, hey, I'm Yoku. This is my pinball. And they're like, hey, welcome, Postmaster. Come do your thing. You have the bumpers on the screen. I think it's the right bumpers do the blue, the left bumpers do the orange, or vice versa. You're collecting fruit, which I think is your currency or upgrade points or whatever. You run by someone's house, drop off their mail. Like, I have a mission for you. Could you go find my lost kid? I think they got lost in the pinball forest. Or I'm making shit up as I go. But I think it's just charming. I enjoy a good pinball game. I think things like I'm a sucker for Pokemon pinball. We have things like Creature in the Well. We have Pinball Wizard. We have Pinball Spire. Thank you. I was like, what's the one I'm trying to think of? I enjoy a good pinball, and I think Yoku's Island Express is just really cute and charming. I'm sure there's another Y game I'm not thinking of that I'd be like, shit, didn't even think about it. But right now, Yoku's Island Express is kind of just is a top contender, I think.
Go for it. I was gonna go with Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom just because it's the one I know best.
Yeah.
And I do think that Yellow Taxi is adorable.
It's great. It's so much fun. I think it does a lot of fun pop culture things. You have your knockoff Mario. We make fun of Elon the entire time. Go. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
But Yoku's was a really cute one I got to play on. So one of the few games I played on Switch. Not that I played a lot of games on Switch, but you get my point. Which means we're on to Z, which once again, Tofr, I don't got a whole lot.
I have nothing. Nothing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I think I have honorable mention. I have Zen Pinball, which I don't think is an indie game. I think it's just everybody has it on your PC. You know what I mean? What about the non-letter games? I don't know. It's not Alphabet. We don't have. It's not the Alphabet. We're doing the ABCs of the indies. I didn't do 1 through 1,000,000 or exclamation point. You know? Do you have contenders? What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Looney? You got one to contribute for that? The only other thing I've written down for Z is Zoocosis, which I haven't played. Whoop, hold on. I think I fucked up your face. There we go.
Oh no.
Fine. I just maximized
the moneymaker.
But yeah, Zoocosis is really cool. It's like a horror game where you work at a zoo at night and you're like trying to cure them from some weird zombie, ugly poison, whatever. I think it looks fun. Again, I didn't get around to it, but my buddy Chris has played it. He really fell into it for a while. Only Z game I could immediately think of. Hold on. I would show you guys my library, but redacted, so I can't be doing all that. So the only other things I have in my list, there's Zephyr the Thief's Melody, there's Ziggurat, and there's Zombie Rollers, which is a very Vampire Survivor test, which was fun. I played that at PAX. I really enjoyed that. But and I have Zorro and Zed. I don't know what that is.
I am down for Zoocosis if you think it's good enough for the list.
I think it is good enough where I can't think of any other Z games that could possibly go in there. Zoocosis. All right. There you have it, team. Like Rings of Saturn starts with a triangle. I think that might be stretching what we're working with here. I think it goes beyond the confines of the alphabet, because I think at that point it would just be delta, I'm assuming, or if it's triangle, we start with T. But also that's a game I have no idea what that is, and I think we're reaching out of like that's another like let's just grab something and put it in the spot because we need a letter. Like that's almost what we did with Zoocosis, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do a quick store. I'm gonna look at the letter Z. Hey, Quest, be quiet. I'm looking at Daisy, Dragon Ball Z, iRacing. That starts with a Z. Z Warp. Date Z, Z Race. Yeah, there's not a lot of Z games, so I think we kind of run with it,
Yeah.
So don't play any games, yet here I am knowing games you don't. Listen, Luna, let me tell you something. You know what? Luna, you didn't know Shovel Knight. You don't want to play this game with me. What's up? You don't want to play this game with me, Luna.
Oh, snap.
You don't want to play this game with me. I didn't know any games. Listen, I can't know all of them, but I can tell you this, Luna. I know more than you. I know so many more than you. You don't want this heat. Oh, you don't want the smoke, Luna. You're not ready for this. I'll fucking show you an indie game. You give me one, I'll give you 10 per. Let's fucking run the ropes. Anyway, let's do this. Let's run it. Okay. Thank you, Luna. Thank you. Watch, this would be one that I fucking pull up. I'm like, oh, of course, I do know this one. Rising of Saturn. Can't even pull it up. Is it even a Steam game? It doesn't even show up. Rising of Saturn game. Sorry, it's Rings, not Rising. I can type good. I mean, I'm glad it's very positive. I'm real with you, Luna. I don't.
Doesn't
I don't
really look like your kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think this is really in contention. I don't know if it's really in contention. I don't know about this. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I have 500 games in my Steam library, and only 40 of them are AAA.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't watch this. I can't watch this.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Hey, Luna. 500's really cute. 500's adorable. I had let me see. It's hard to see in the camera here. I go full screen for a second. hard to see in the camera, but you see that shelf has got a bunch of Switch games, and that one that's got my Xbox games, and this one that's got my PS5 games, 2 shelves, and then the one upstairs that's got all of my PS4 games and my PS3 games, and then this thing down here behind the counter that is holding all of my digital PlayStation 5 games, review codes and purchased. Don't even get me started on digital. This over here is my Steam library. Again, I can't show because redacted. But I do appreciate you having a majority indie library. It's really good. It's very good. We're proud of you. Anywho, hey, we built the second half of the alphabet for the indie games, sort of. We'll run through it again. We have N is Night in the Woods. O is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Wisp could be plural, could be singular. Don't know. P we put Peak. Q we have Quantum Witch. R we have Repo. S we have Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. T we got Terraria. U we got Undertale. V we got Vampire Survivors. W we got What Remains of Edith Finch. X we got nothing. There are no games. There's no X games, I promise you. Y is Yuko's Island Express. And Z is Zoocosis. I'm in a weird spot where I feel like A through M felt a lot more like we built games that made sense, where the latter half either felt like we have to reach to find something or, oh, there's a winner. Like, I think S and W were the other ones I feel like there was a discussion to be had for most of it, to be like, what has to win here? I didn't just go as far to say S because I didn't really fight for Wild Frost, but like most of this, I feel like it was like, there's like 2 to pick, and which one is it? It's this one.
Yeah, it feels like that. It was a different kind of episode than last week.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. But we're on the alphabet fully one more time, and I see Luna's like, but Binding of Isaac? No. Trust me. There's a real winner. Starting from the beginning of the alphabet, we'll sing the ABCs. There's just fucking Among Us, Balatro, It won't work. It's But A to Z, we have Among Us, Balatro, Cuphead, Dead Cells, Enter the Gungeon, Five Nights at Freddy's, Getting Over It, Bennett Foddy, Hollow Knight, Hades, Inside, Journey, Katana Zero, Lethal Company, Minecraft, Night in the Woods, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Peak, Quantum Witch, Repo, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, Terraria, Undertale, Vampire Survivors, What Remains of Edith Finch, Nothing, Yugo's Island Express, and Zoocosis would be our alphabet.
I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that. I think there's not many I'd be like, oh, I should have done fucking this one. The H is really the one that I feel like could just change between Hollow Knight and Hades.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like right now, I think because where we're at with Silksong finally being out, Hollow Knight feels right. But I could see like 2 or 3 years from now, we're like, Silksong's been out, we're here. Hades 2 has been out, we're here. I feel like I could see Hades just taking over that spot.
Mm-hmm.
But
or Silksong.
Or Silksong. That's true. It could just be Silksong, true. You'd be like, yeah, I'm here. Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yeah.
Team. You know what I mean? I just know something you can't beat me on. I had before. I lost it in my move from last place. A 5-gallon bag full of dice. Oh, good. Yeah, that's good. I like digital dice. I don't like it. But hey, enjoy that 5-gallon bag.
What do you mean digital dice? You don't have actual dice?
No, I do. Just, like, look.
Okay.
Physical dice. Okay. I got some. This is just a different set because I had to for freaking Our Brilliant Ruin. I had to roll 66 at any given time, and I had to go grab my D6 from every separate set I have and put them in here. Thanks, Zach. Now I'm gonna have a weird conglomerate. Just gonna have this ugly thing sitting on my desk for 3 more weeks. Fucking check. I was going to go digital just for simplicity, but man, let me tell you, those dice rollers were not in my favor. They were just like, you want a bunch of ones? Like, no, those are fails in this game. Don't give me ones. Because it wasn't my turn. I'm like, let me test this. Ooh. Bad odds. Let's get physical dice. I thought while I was driving from my last place I lived, no, don't fall. You got to go find them. Go on an adventure. Find the dice. But with that has been the indie alphabet. 2 episodes spreading into this one, dog. Timestamp. Normally we hop into what we've been playing, but unfortunately, team, we've been playing a lot of Redacted. We can't talk about the stuff we're playing yet. We can talk about it next week, but I can't talk about it right now. Yeah. So for now, we don't play games. There's no games to play.
We don't play anything.
Yeah, I would also talk about Silksong, but next week will be our Silksong review, so I'll talk about it more then instead of having 2 episodes to kind of just, I already talked about a little bit of Silksong earlier. But yeah, so we ain't playing nothing. You said we want to talk about Marvel Rivals? What'd you feel about Marvel Rivals?
That's not an indie. I don't talk about non-indie games, damn it.
Whatever. I'm Tofr. I don't like any games. Then I guess we're on to indie releases, and Tofr, what you want to run these? What you got for us in these indie
Sure
releases?
thing. These are the releases from September 11th through 17th. On September 12th, we're getting Netherworld on PC and Sips and Sonnets on PC.
Okay.
A day later, on September 13th, we're getting Cozy Organizer for PC. On September 15th, No, I'm Not a Human is releasing on PC, and Trolleux, I think it's pronounced,
Trolleux?
is also it's also releasing on PC. On September 16th, we're getting Henry Halfhead on PlayStation, Switch, and PC. Mars Attracts on PC in early access. Town to City on PC in early access. Voyagers of Nera on PC in early access. And Letters to Arala on PC, not in early access. And then on September 17th, we're getting Zoe Be Gone on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Ale Abbey on PC, and Strange Antiquities on Switch and PC.
Busy week. I'm very excited for Henry Halfhead. I think that one looks super fun. I've been I played the demo for that one. I really enjoyed it, and I think it'll be just a cute, charming like afternoon playthrough. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into that one.
Yeah, I'm mostly looking forward to Sips and Sonnets.
Okay.
Which is like this cozy tea making / poetry visual novel, which is gonna be cool. And then Strange Antiquities, which is the sequel to Strange. Oh, I forget. Let me check. Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Strange Horticulture.
Strange Horticulture. That's the one team.
Yeah. So that should be good as well.
Yeah. I think it looks fun. Also, I'm looking forward to Zoe Be Gone.
Okay.
There's something about the levels that give me like Cuphead boss fight vibes, which I'm really feeling. So that's what I kind of want to check out too. I think it'll be cool.
Nice.
Oh man, you're sleepy boys. You know what I mean? Run the damn thing. But after that, we're on to our indie highlights, and let me see real quick. Speaking of my okay, let me get back to that one because indie games. This is probably gonna be indie news, but I guess before we do that, did you hear about the Life is Strange TV show coming out? Doing anything?
I did, and I also saw an article that said everyone is involved except the original creators, which is
cool.
A weird choice.
We love that. We do.
But
do love that.
I am looking forward to how they tackle, because that game feels very much intertwined with its gameplay.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that's gonna translate to like the big screen.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I really do. I like. We were playing Rivals when the news dropped. We were like, I'm interested. I want to see a trailer first and see what it is. Because realistically, at that point, I think I'd rather just replay the game than watch the show. But just TBD. We'll see. It might be a fun narration. But
Let's see. Danny.
Fewer about me. Listen, team.
Good Lord. We need to wrap this up.
For the week. We're close. We're almost there. Which means Indie Spotlight. We'll talk about an indie game that doesn't have enough attention, or an upcoming one that you should keep your eyes on. And for all my Shovel Knight fans, now Luna, I want to talk about Gigasword. So Gigasword is a game that we got to check out at PAX this year. It's not out yet. It's still in development. But me and all my other PAX friends, we fucking loved it. Every one of us was gushing about Gigasword. There's a Discord. We were just like, guys, if you have not gone over to play Gigasword yet, get in line. And we're like, yes, Gigasword, let's go. It is a 2D platformer. I forget the name of the main character, but you have this giant fucking sword. Very reminiscent of like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy. It is slow, heavy combat, but also it is a puzzle game. So sometimes you have to like go and place your sword down in the earth so you can jump and platform higher. Activate a puzzle, which will bring up a lift so you can get your sword and move where you need to. The demo we got to play at PAX was probably the better side of like an hour, probably a little bit more. So it was a slow moving line for sure. And it definitely was tough watching some people not be good at this game. We're like, oh my God, this guy's doing so bad. The puzzle, I solved the puzzle 10 minutes ago watching the other guy do it. But that being said, I think the game is super fun. The music is very Shovel Knight-esque. It's Akapura, I think, is publishing this one. Yes, I believe Akapura is publishing this one. I got to do an interview with the developer at PAX. That's on TikTok. It was a really fun conversation. They built a whole 3D like version of the Gigasword out of like a Nerf sword. It was really dope. Such a chill dude. I had a great time playing this one. It was my game of the show. Would recommend you guys check out Gigasword because it is fucking dope.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it looks cool. And I remember everyone talking about it after PAX.
You got a date.
Yeah.
October 2nd. Oh, shit. Oh, baby, we're fucking in. And the demo is on Steam now, so you can actually play the demo. I did not know this. So, that is the library. I've already played it, so I won't do it again. But this is to tell you guys to go fucking download that demo. It's good. Hell yeah. Very excited for that one. We'll definitely be streaming that when it drops.
Nice.
Yeah. We love it. And with that, chat, that's the episode. Thank you guys so freaking much for hanging out. If you enjoyed the episode, if you're on YouTube's whatever, leave that thumbs up. If you're on Spotify, Amazon, who whatnot, 5-star review. Would appreciate the support. That helps the podcast go. You only got to do it the one time. It helps the whole show. Tofr, if little Stinkly Winklies wanted to find you, where would they go? And any other fun things you got coming up?
They can find me through my Linktree, which is Play Nice Kids in one word. And of course, I'll have a couple of new reviews up on so many games.co.uk as well. So check that out.
Hell yeah. And of course, guys, you can find me at CGDannyB doing all the fun indie gaming stuff. Right now, the stream schedule is fucked. It's crazy. It's typically Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Your best bet is to just go to the Twitch, turn on notifications, or join the Discord and hit the little, there's a notification squad tab. You can hit the Twitch one, so Twitch will yell at you when I go live. It's just, we're disorganized. Wednesday, we're doing Gears of Wednesday. Friday might be Rivals. I don't really know. I'm sleepy.
He really is.
I am. It's been a long day. But of course, you can also find me for a bunch of TTRPG stuff again. Thursday nights, Tales of the Valiant over on Crit Hit Chronicles. Sunday nights, you can find me for Our Brilliant Ruin over on the Hack Recklessly channel. And then this Saturday, you can find CGDannyB, which I'll be DMing my first one-shot. That'll be fun. It's going to go chaotic, but we're here for it. It's going to be great. And your reminder to go play Until Then, book club. Couple weeks, so if you haven't played yet or haven't watched someone else play yet, you should go do that. Get caught up. It'll be a good time. Any other thoughts?
I think that's it. I think we need to get you to like a bed or something.
Something. I gotta fucking bounce. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. If you're here on Twitch, thank you so much for hanging out and joining us for the live stream. We'll be back again next week for a Silk Song review. So come hang out for that. That's that. Toodles, everybody.